All right, friends, today we are doing a full roundup of all the projects that flew off my needles in fall 2025.
And choking. Because again, I remember the first time I smelled my own spit.
Okay, we're gonna be talking cozy hats, fun color work, minimalistic accessories. I don't know what that could possibly be. And of course, those sweaters that just are a natural fit to your wardrobe. Grab your drinks, cheers, grab your knitting, and let's dive in. Hi everyone, my name's Leslie Ann. All my friends like to shorten it to LA, so please do feel free to shorten it to LA. Welcome to the second episode of Pearls with a Twist. Today we are doing a full roundup of my fall 2025 knits. I'll share some quick summaries, possibly some pros and cons, and definitely at least mention the yarns used, because that is one of the best parts about starting a new project, is matching a yarn with the pattern. What I won't be covering is a deep dive into each pattern. We don't really need to go into most of these. These are all pretty well-known knits. Obviously, if you need more information, please just message me or look at my Ravelry. It's not up to date. So let's start with hats, because that's apparently my personality right now. So let's start with a Baa-ble Hat. Let's start with a Baa-ble Hat by Donna Smith. I originally bought this kit. It's for my mom, for her to actually knit up on her own, but she decided she didn't want to. So I went ahead and I did it for her. And it was fun. The yarn I used was LRA Classic Wool. It's 100% New Zealand wool. And the colors Avocado Toast, Snow Day, Powder Blue, and Black. Although this was not my first colorwork project, this was my first time making my own custom pom-pom. And I found a tutorial on the YouTube University on wrapping around some piece of cardboard, and it worked out. I think it did fine. I will definitely be making this hat again. However, I will be making some adjustments. I plan on starting my decreases a few rows earlier, and I'm going to make it so that I can actually have a double brim. I'm just a double brim kind of girl. I don't know. I feel like an egg with that one. So that's what we're doing. This is the perfect first colorwork project for I would say, adventurous beginner. You never work more than 2 colors. It's short floats, and it's instantly adorable. It's also a really great stash buster, even though I did not do that. So again, this is the Baa-ble Hat by Donna Smith. From whimsical chic to reversible brioche magic, we are going to move on to the Harlow Flip by Andrea Mowry, aka Drea Renee Knits. This is a syncopated brioche that lets the brim match whichever side you flip out. Or you can offset it like I did. So basically, I didn't change my color dominance. I just stayed with what I was knitting the whole way. I did not make the change at around, I think it was the 4-inch mark, 3 or 4-inch mark. I knit mine bottom up using Camisole Fiber Ghost Twin Worsted, a non-superwash merino rambouillet base. It is a dyer from, I believe, I am correct, from Bend, Oregon. And it is scrumptious yarn. It is beautiful. It's a clay color. It's very pretty. And my other color was some of my own hand-dyed, hand-spun Corriedale fiber. I am not sure if this is going to show up. If not, I will take a photo. It is a plushy, stretchy hat. I kind of consider it a mood hat because you can wear it however fits your fancy. Most of the time, I like to wear it where my hand dyed is the prominent color. I know, once again, I need to knit a little bit more before, except for the Baa-ble Hat, but that I need to add a little bit more before I start my decreases. But it's cute and it is really warm. I really like it. This is a hit. I wear it a lot. It is very cozy, very warm. I am not going to get cold in this thing. And yeah, I really like this one. And also it's the first time I've used some of my own hand-dyed, hand-spun yarn, which kind of makes it even more special. But once again, this is the Harlow Flip by Andrea Mowry, aka Drea Renee Knits. It's a fun pattern. All right, next up is a hat that if you love texture but looking for something timeless, I think you're looking for the Traveler hat, which I have already knit previously and shown in my episode number 1. FYI, I'm currently wearing, hey, that brings me into what I'm currently wearing. I'm currently wearing my blouse number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and I knit that with Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in the colorway I'm guessing cream. Now, fun fact, my straps are stretching a bit. Any of you who have made this know what I'm dealing with at the moment, so I apologize if I suddenly have a wardrobe malfunction. I won't leave it on camera, but it might happen. All right, so back to the Traveler hat. Traveler hat features a folded brim and the signature Traveler stitch, which is textured, squishy, and classic. The yarn I used for this hat is the Kelborn's woolen yarn Lucky Tweed in the color Golden. I don't know if the camera does this justice, but it's got some lovely tweed flecks throughout. Okay, I had all these good intentions of reblocking this before I put it on the podcast, but you know what they say about good intentions. Anyways, it's going to make me possibly look like a unicorn. That is no fault of the pattern. That is a fault of the blocking. I actually wear this a ton. I don't know if you guys remember that scarf I made in my first episode back when I was a youngin'. This matches some of the flex in there perfectly, so I do wear that a lot. But again, this is the Traveler hat by Andrea Mowry, aka Drea Renee Knits. Guys, we got through the hats! Oh. All right, up next, let's talk about the accessory everyone's knit at least once. I'm sorry, it is the Sophie Scarf. For those of you who've been living under a rock for the last 2 years, the Sophie Scarf is a small, chic, minimalistic scarf entirely knit up in garter stitch with an I-cord edging. And it has legs. I tried really hard not to go down this rabbit hole, but eventually I too did fall. Seeing that most people have either heard of or knit several of these scarves, I'm not going to be spending very much time on them. Very mind-numbingly easy knit pattern, but it's surprisingly very wearable. The yarn I used for my first Sophie scarf is Malabrigo Arroyo in the colorway Coffee Toffee. It's a DK weight superwash yarn. Very neutral browns and a little bit of a mauve hint to it. But again, very lightweight. I wear this one pretty much like this, and I would say I pretty much wear it all year long. It is fun and I love it. The second Sophie scarf I knit was in Madeline Tosh DK, and that is also a 100% superwash merino, and I knit it in the colorway Horn. It's got these cute little blue and pink flecks. I'm sure that on screen is not doing it justice, but I will have a photo so you can see it better somewhere around here. I wear this one a ton too. I mean, the Sophie scarf is just a staple piece. I know that there are a ton like it, and in fact, I know there was one before it that is a lot like it. But I do love this for just everyday wear, and it's so easy, and it doesn't overpower an outfit or underpower. It just is. So I really like this one. Both of these were knit up on a US 4 Chowgo needle. I did one of them on the train ride down to Portland, Oregon, which is a 5-hour trip, and one of them on the train ride back, which is also a 5-hour trip, obviously. Well, depending how the trains go. Like I said, it is a highly addictive knit, and it's really fun for gifting. Buy a really nice skein of yarn and then gift your friend a really nice scarf, and she won't know what hit her. He or she won't know what hit her. So that's my final Sophie scarf for right now. Well, we're done with the accessories, and it is now sweater time. Well, garment time, sweater time, whatever, hammer time. We are going to start with the blouse number 1 from My Favorite Things Knitwear. And my fiber studio is just a little too small. I haven't figured out the angle yet to show you on my Evie, which is also known as my mannequin, without things getting awkward. So, so we're going to just hold it up for right now, and I'll put a picture. Anyway, so this is my blouse number 1 light by My Favorite Things Knitwear in Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the colorway Brown Bear. It is a refined, lightweight, top-down blouse with beautiful drape. It's so pretty. And a clean, minimalist silhouette. It's a classic. For this pattern, it is definitely the yarn that makes this garment. It's light and elegant. It sits on the body beautifully without clinging to those bits, to those little bits you don't want it clinging to. I would definitely say that as far as my wardrobe is concerned, this is my I didn't try, but I definitely look put together knit. Now, if blouse number 1 light is my light and drapey effortless layer, then my Harlow sweater is its cozy, structured, everyday counterpart. I absolutely love this sweater. Harlow sweater is a top-down pullover with a relaxed silhouette and subtle details that elevate it, but don't make it fussy. In particular is this I-cord detail on the back. For how simple it is, I just can't believe how much I love this. Which speaks to staples in your wardrobe. It's such an easy grab. So I knit a size small, which is actually 1 size below the suggested size based on my measurements. I was pretty nervous about playing some nasty yarn chicken with the Tosh Silk Cloud. And it actually turned out great because I have that relaxed fit and it's not too oversized. And actually it really turned out, it grew in blocking and I still get that oversized fit. And I actually ended up with a decent amount left over. I don't think it was enough to get me into the next size up, but it's enough to put with something else. So speaking of the yarns, I used Juniper Moon. Speaking of the yarns, I used Juniper Moon Patagonia Organic Merino in the colorway Cream, and Madeline Tosh Silver Cloud in the colorway Ivory. It is just a dream pairing. Look at this drape. Oh, it's so comfy. It is like wearing your PJs to work. I love this thing so much. And I just love the combination because the Patagonia Merino actually is a little bit of a tweedy, flecky effect. And the silver cloud does not minimize that at all. It just adds a little bit of halo. It is just absolutely beautiful. It is beyond next to skin softness. I absolutely love this sweater. If I could live in it, I would. But sometimes you gotta change. I can go on and on about this sweater, but at the end of the day, this is my cozy but polished, easy to grab sweater. I love it. It looks adorable with jeans, leggings. I don't know what's cool anymore. I still wear both. And actually I also, one of those 3/4 length puffy vests I have. It just is so cute. It goes with everything. So yeah, again, this is the Harlow sweater by Kadri, and this is the turtleneck version versus the V-neck version. I wish you guys could feel this. Okay, as far as whips are concerned, don't hold me to this, but I wanted to make one more that was held with a mohair. And that whip is a Sophie Scarf. And as I'm holding this up to show you, it is dawning on me that I didn't write down. Well, I know that the mohair is Kid Silk Haze, but I don't remember the colorway and I don't remember what the other yarn is that I'm holding it with. So I will put it up here-ish. I am in the 7th inning stretch and I should be finishing this up relatively quickly. This will be what I bring to work for my lunch break so I can get this wrapped up. But that's the only whip, so it kind of feels like I have some pretty bare needles. All right, I am going to save most of the acquisitions that I got until my 2026 planning video that's coming out in the next week or so, because it very much feeds into that naturally versus me showing it to you and then bringing it back up. So there you have it. I will, however, share what I did. I'm sure you all have seen the Instagrams going around about wives who really want to wake up to a pygmy goat. Well, I knew I wasn't going to. For one thing, our HOA doesn't allow it. But also, I didn't think it was going to happen. So I treated myself to one. He's pretty stinking cute. He will just have to do for now. That is the fall 2025 knits that I completed. And I only have one width, so I have lots of room for a lot of new projects, which we will be talking about in my next episode that comes out in the next week or so. We did some different patterns, hit some different moods, and somehow I got lucky and there is not a single cast on regret. So whether you're craving potato knit knitting, a colorwork moment, reversible brioche, or a sweater that you can throw on that just makes you feel put together, I'm pretty sure there may have been something in here that may have been whispering your name. If you've knit any of these or one just shot to the top of the queue, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys and get a little inspiration. Thanks for spending some cozy knitting time with me. Stay warm, stay creative, and I will see you in the next episode. Cheers. Ready? We're professional level. Here we go. Today we're doing a no copy of the handsies of all the fall objects. All right, no clapping. We're not getting into that right now. Minimalistic accessories. We're gonna be project. What's a project? Ba. Okay, does she go ba or ba? Ba.
Doesn't go that way. It goes this way. It goes this way, and it goes this way, and then it goes this way.
Well, garment time, sweater time, whatever. Hammer time. Okay. Okay, we are done with the accessories, and now it is garment time. Thanks for spending some cozy knitting time with me. Oops. We need a napkin. I almost dropped on pygmy coat. But since I already bored the shit out of you guys with we're not saying shit.